Let me tell you a story. There once was a boy named Samuel who built a toy boat from scratch. After carefully working on his boat for over a week, he finished late on a Friday night and had a hard time going to sleep because he was so excited to see how his boat would float in the nearby stream the next morning. When Samuel woke up, his excitement grew all the more because he saw that it had rained all night long, thus turning the ordinarily slow, wimpy stream into what seemed like a mighty rushing river. As you might have guessed, when Samuel placed his boat into that swiftly moving current, it quickly got away from him. At first, Samuel screamed with joy that his boat not only proved to be seaworthy, but also proved to be fast. But when he discovered that he was not able to keep up with his boat, he began to panic. Moments later, he watched his beautiful new boat disappear downstream, out of his grasp and out of his sight. He searched all morning, but to no avail. The boat was gone. All of that hard work and TLC to create that boat, now all for nothing. Samuel was heartbroken. Months passed. Samuel's sadness faded along with the hopes of ever seeing his precious boat again, until one September day when his mom made him go with her to the local thrift store, where he saw his boat for sale on the top shelf next to some old baseball equipment. The boy ran to the checkout clerk and yelled, "That's my boat! That's my boat! Where did you find it? And why are you selling it? It belongs to me. I want it back." The clerk, having no idea if this little boy was telling the truth or not, informed Samuel and his mom that if he wanted it, he'd have to buy it back for $5. After a quick trip home to smash open his piggy bank, Samuel returned to the store before it closed. He approached the counter, where he eagerly placed 5 $1 bills and left the store with his precious boat in hand. While on the drive home, his mom was elated to see how joyful her son was to be reunited with his boat. "You look happy," she said. Samuel looked at his boat and said this to it, "I made you with my own hands. You got away from me, but I found you and I bought you back. And I'm so excited because I have such big plans for you, so many races to win, and so many adventures to have." Men of the church, can you see how this story relates to us? God created us. We got away from him. He sought us out. He found us. And he bought us back through the person and the work of Jesus Christ. And now he has God-sized plans for us. Now, the idea of being redeemed is huge and beautiful. And I have a fantastic way for us as the men of the church to unpack this idea together. Ready for it? Bam! You guys are invited to KPC's annual men's retreat on March 29th through 31st at the Edge Christian Camp, formerly known as Eastover, in Surrey, Virginia. Our theme this year, Redeemed. What we're redeemed from and what we are redeemed to. This retreat is going to be so good. There's going to be good food, good worship, good teaching, good fellowship, good prayer, and good fun, all made complete by the intervention of a great Savior. If you're a dude that's at least 16 years old in the church, would you just stand up? Starting with you that good-looking sir in the front row. Would you stand up? No, not you, Steve. Steve, sit down. I'm talking, yes, Mark. Stand up. All right, lead by example. Now look behind you and see all of the men standing in the church. If you are standing now, you are officially invited to come out and be a part of the retreat, the transformational retreat this spring. Whether you've been there 1,000 times or whether this is your first time, please come and invest yourself in community. And for those of you married men that have wives, can I ask you to make the investment in your husband, make it possible, whatever and however way you can, to make him go and let him go this weekend. And I promise that you can add 10 things to his honey-do list whenever he returns. Husbands, you hate me now, don't you? All right. So anyhow, what's the next step? I want you to go and grab a brochure in the lobby. It'll give you all of the great info, and you can go and register online between now and March 17th at www.kpc.org/manlyretreat. Really looking forward to having you guys there in March.